Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Break out those hula hos because like clockwork, weeds have not only sprouted up all over the high desert, they're flowering too. If this is your first spring here, this year won't be a super bloom, but there'll be plenty of native and non-native plants flowering. There'll also be lots of talk about hula hoing. It's the quickest way to chop a weed at its roots without totally disturbing the top layer of soil. And if you catch invasive weeds early enough when they're small, you can prevent them from going to seed and perpetuating the cycle. The Unique Garden Show with Mike Branning runs every Saturday here on Z107.7, and it's the only live garden show where you can call in and get your questions answered about how things grow here in the high desert. On March 22nd show, Mike took a call from a listener looking to eradicate another Morongo Basin menace, the painful and pervasive goat head. Here's Mike talking with listener Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Mike. How are you?
Good. The nasty goat head, huh?
Oh, Mike, I have wall-to-wall goat heads, and I'm too damn old to go out there and hula ho the whole yard.
You know, for such a pretty flower, if it wasn't for that seed that they put out, which is why it's called the goat head, it's a really bright yellow flower, and it's really pretty.
They're pink. We have pink.
Do you have fillery or do you have goat heads? Because fillery will have kind of an elongated thorn to them when they dry, not nearly as nasty as goat heads.
The ones that come off these little pink plants, they have 3 little stickers.
Okay, that's probably because fillery usually is what is.
Fillery.
Yeah, that's beginning to grow now because that's an early season weed when it's still kind of cool. Goat heads will thrive during the heat of the summer. If you catch it when it's very young, white vinegar can do a pretty good job in controlling as far as spraying with white vinegar, but you have to catch them when they're young.
You can listen to the Unique Garden Show as a podcast. We'll have a link at this story on our website, or just head to z1077fm.com/podcasts and wake up on Saturday morning and listen live from 8:30 to 9 a.m. at 107.7 on your radio dial. Another benefit of spring is longer, warmer nights with more opportunities to enjoy art and performances in spaces that break down the barriers between inside and out. There's no better example of that than the Petit Mojave Outdoor Drive-In Concert Series that started back in 2020. It was a necessity sprung from the pandemic, which has now turned into a nonprofit foundation that aims to bring people together to experience art and music with free drive-in concerts at their outdoor stage just outside Yucca Valley. The nonprofit will be holding a spring benefit drive-in concert on Saturday, April 19th. It'll be an evening of French jazz under the stars with Barnaby Finch on keyboards, Bill Saita on bass, and Jeremy Levi Sampson on violins and vocals. There'll also be surprise guests and stories from the foundation's board. Tickets are $40 and go toward funding their fall programming of free live music. You can visit monpetitmojave.com for more information, or you can see this story on our website. And that's your local news for Sunday. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.